Hello everyone and welcome to the Anime Zillia, and thank you for joining me as we go over my top 10 favourite characters from a certain scientific railgun, the series. Now, for this video, I will not be including the likes of Kamijo Toma, Accelerator, and any other index-related character that only makes a brief appearance or a cameo. So, this is in order to let the characters from Railgun shine in the spotlight for even just a brief moment. A quick disclaimer as well, I've not seen all of Railgun T as of recording this video. I've only seen up to episode 9 and I've not read the light novels. So all of my thoughts, opinions and placements of these characters are all based on season 1, 2 and the first 9 episodes of Railgun T. So with all that said, let's get into the list. Kicking us off at number 10, we have February. February is a character that I really didn't like that much, but I love the kind of mystery that was surrounding the character. February is a character that appeared in season 2, and honestly, she was quite sweet, quite innocent, and quite adorable, but at the same time, it's that mystery of her character that made me like it a bit more than I probably should. It left me with the question of, what's the connection? Where did you come from? And I loved kind of finding out these answers as I went through the series and learned more and more about the character. I just thought it was cute, I thought it was great, and I thought her character is deserving of number 10. Number 9, we have a character that is a villain in Railgun T that I'm not all too familiar with, but I really did like her first appearance. That is Midori. Midori is a character that has some brilliant voice acting, both subbed and dubbed, which goes a lot in allowing me to enjoy the character a lot more. As well as the fact is, her design was pretty cool, and I liked the fact she was quite daring in going after both Misaka's mother and Ueharu when wanting to get information and Misaka's attention. So for that, I really do like the character and I think she's got a lot of promise. So hopefully she doesn't disappoint moving forward. Number 8, we've got Kotori. Kotori is a character that works as a member of Judgment and is often seen as a side character. Now, her design may be quite plain, but I think it's quite effective as well, and I do like her design from that aspect. But most of the time, whenever I think of Kotori, I always think of that mini arc plotline that they had with her character, where it showed her with members of Skill Out, and that one character that she used to follow around and used to like, that was supposedly dead, but came back to life, or kind of came back into the view of things. And Kotori doesn't have much time in the spotlight or much time to shine, but when she does, she takes it brilliantly. So she grasps at every chance that she has in order to kind of make you as a fan go, you know what, Kotori, you're not that forgettable. So for that reason, I put in Kotori at number 8, but again, this list is just my opinion, and some of these characters, after I learned more about them, like Matori, she could jump over Kotori and kind of move up in the ranks, depending on more information I find out. So yeah, Kotori at the moment, you're number 8. Have a nice time there. Number 7, we've got Wanai. Wakatsuki and Wanai are fantastic characters, and you know I like them if you've been watching my Railgun T reviews. And honestly, whenever Wakatsuki and Wanai do anything in the series, I'm always excited, because I really do love the designs of these characters, I love the voice acting, and I think they're very underrated. However, the reason as to why I've gone for Wanai instead of Wakatsuki is simply because I just prefer Wanai a little bit more, both from a design standpoint and from an ability standpoint. Wanai uses water and can control like different avenues of water, and I thought it was pretty cool seeing her fight those robot guard dogs and that despicable scumbag in Railgun T. And it really did a lot for her character and added more kind of substance and emphasis on how good her character really is. She's smart and tactful when fighting, she's resourceful, she thinks ahead, and she just gets the job done and gets action. When she's angry as well, or it makes you want to invest in the character. Now number 6, we have one that might be very controversial in this list, because she would probably be the favourites in most people's lists. However, for me, my limited knowledge of this character comes into play, and she only gets the number 6 spot. That of course is Misaki Shokuho. Now, the only interaction I've seen of Misaki Shokuho is her little kind of hints and details between episode 1 and episode 9 of the series, as well as the fact is the conversation she has with Misaka before they get to their main kind of goal point. And honestly, I really have enjoyed those little segments that we've had with Misaki Shoko, because it shows that she's very smart, she thinks a lot, she's very detailed, and she's also quite skeptical, which is something I quite like. She likes everything to go to plan, and if something doesn't work out, or if something looks to be off, she'll correct it straight away. Her ability of being able to alter people's memories is also very kind of unique and powerful. It leaves you kind of wondering as well, though, before like she revealed her plan, who was under her control? Who was she manipulated, and if that person there was trustworthy? And that's one thing I really did like. Again, it added an air of mystery with Misaki's character, and she always brings that because you don't know who is under her control and who isn't. So for that, Misaki, you jump up to number 6, even with the limited knowledge I have of you. Plus, your expressions that I've seen circulating the internet are fantastic. Hopefully I get to see him soon. And yeah, I mean, that shot of her like being exhausted, running after Misaki saying, "Why do you have to run so fast?" I laughed so much at that because it was just such a great expression and it was really comedic. So yeah, Misaki, you're great. Enjoy number 6. However, based on what you do in future episodes of Railgun, you could easily move up into the top 4. Just saying. So then, breaking the halfway point, we've come to number 5. Number 5 is Kongo. Kongo's a character that I don't really think I liked very much until Railgun T. Honestly, Kongo for me at first was quite boisterous, quite loud, quite over the top, and that kind of got my nerves a little bit. However, since the Railgun series has kind of progressed, her character is kind of not really digressed in terms of being quieter, but it's gotten a lot better, gotten more tolerable. And honestly, I've gained mad respect for Kongo's character after she put up such a brave and valiant effort fighting against that despicable scumbag and trying to protect that cat. Honestly, the work she's done in Railgun T has been phenomenal so far, and I can't wait to see more from her. She helps out with quite a few crucial points, like making the giant robot thing fly up into the air at the end of Season 2. And yeah, Kongo, I may have found you annoying at the start, but now I'm finding you pretty good. So keep it up, you're doing a good job. Number 4 is everyone's favourite comedic value of Railgun, and that is Shirai. Shirai's a character that we've only had glimpses of her backstory so far. Unless you read the light novels, there may be a lot more in there, but from an anime standpoint, we've only had a glimpse. And even in her, that little glimpse of her as a young kid trying to encourage Ueharu and like at the bank situation as well, I thought was pretty good, and it built her character up nicely. The comedic aspect speaks for itself. She's crazy, she's over the top, she's dramatic, and she's just a lot of fun to watch. Honestly, Shirai is a character that even with her memories altered, she's still showing glimpses and hints of her craziness for Sissy. And that just makes me enjoy that character a lot more. Every time she's on screen, every time she tries doing something, it just either makes me laugh or makes me enjoy the character a lot more. There's not a lot of characters I can say that for, apart from the ones that are a little bit better. Now, taking the bronze medal, we have Saturn. I like Saturn as a character. She may not be the powerfulest, but that doesn't really matter, because there are 2 level 0s on this list, and, you know, they're in high spots. You'll find out in a minute. But Saturn's character is always looking after a mystery. And as you know in this video, I said any character with a mystery I really do like, because it keeps me guessing, it keeps me wondering. Which obviously reflects in Saturn's character, because she likes looking for mysteries and looking for, you know, the truth behind something that is hidden. And sometimes that leads her into sticky situations, and the way she tries to get out of it and the development that she had in Season 2 all adds up to my reasonings for me liking her. She's gone through so much development and so much kind of sadness and hardship, and yet she's come out a lot stronger as a result. And whenever a character does that, you know that they're a good character, and the writers behind them actually want to get behind the character and want to do them justice. Saturn's character design as well is pretty good. I like the design, and I like the teasiness and the kind of jokey cheekiness that she brings as well. So Saturn, your character is at number 3. Now number 1 and number 2 are always changing because it's such a hard choice telling you my favourite. But for the sake of this list, here it is. Number 2 is Frenda. Now Frenda, as you know, if you follow this channel, you know I love Frenda's character. She's goofy, quirky, funny, energetic. And you know what? She appears at the end of Railgun T, from what I've been told. And I'm looking so much forward to it. Because her and Saturn, like, kind of share some interaction. And you know what? Two out of three of my favourite characters in Railgun being on screen at the same time together. You know I'm going to want that. I'm actually tempted to kind of skip ahead, but I'm not going to. However, Frenda, she, like I said, she's just goofy and quirky. And every time she does something wrong, the face and the expressions that she makes, she knows that she's messed up. And yeah, do I have to say more? If you've seen Frenda as a character, you know exactly why I would like her. It's just a shame what happened to her, if I'm honest. And number 1, we haven't seen the girl on the cover yet. We haven't seen the main protagonist. And that's because she's at number 1, Makoto Misaka. I've always liked Misaka as a character ever since I've watched the first season of Index. And seeing the fact that they took the sister storyline from Index into Railgun T and made it more of a focus and gave us more information, I thoroughly enjoyed. I love the kind of Misaka clones as well, simply because they're just a big bundle of goofiness and I love it. But Misaka herself is one of my favourite characters overall in the Index franchise, and she deserves the number 1 spot on this list. Powerful, smart, a little bit crazy at times, and a brilliant design all add up to some of the reasons as to why I like her so much. I can always talk and repeat myself with these characters, but at the same time, it's just based on my personal preference. You may think differently. For you, someone like Misaki might be at the top. But again, if you agree or disagree with anything on this list, then by all means, let me know in the comment section down below. But remember to be respectful. That's all I ask. But yeah, to run through the list again, you got February, Midori, Kotori, Wanai, Misaki Shokuho, Kongo, Shirai, Saturn, Frenda, and Makoto Misaka. And honestly, I didn't say this just a minute ago, but another reason as to why I really like Misaka so much is just the emotion that we've seen from her character. I love seeing characters develop, characters grow. We've seen that a lot with Misaka, and I love it when they show emotion and sort of sadness as well. Because it tugs on my heartstrings as well, and it makes me get behind the character. We've seen that a lot with Misaka in general. So like I said, there's my list. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, hit that like button, and subscribe if you're new for more Index content every week. If you haven't already, check out some of my other videos. If you like Index, there's plenty of those. If you like other animes or webtoons, go check them out as well. They could be interesting for you. Other than that, let me know your thoughts. Who's your favourite Index Railgun character? Look forward to seeing it in the comments down below. Other than that, stay safe, be happy, have a great day. Alligator, matane. Goodbye.